Hello, welcome back to the Microsoft Excel training. In this video, we are going to be looking at how to convert a range into a table and then also use that table to do some analysis. All right, so let's look at the example that we have here. We have a table of data that has items, and then of course we want to so this is a range actually. So this is just a range. So when it becomes a table, it has relationship. So that's why we say that a table is a collection of related record, collection of related records. So that's what a table is. So as far as this is concerned, it's still just a range of data. But by the time you convert it into a table, it becomes a collection of related records. So now let's do that. So to convert this into a table, we're going to go to the Insert tab on the ribbon. On the Insert tab, we're going to click this Table option. We'll click Table. Now, because our cursor, our cell pointer, is within the data range, we have the range selected for us. We also have this option saying that does our table have header? And so we should check this. This should be checked to ensure that this is properly taken care of. So that is the header, the order ID, the product, the category, amount, date, and country. So now at this point, we just click OK. So you can see that our range has been converted into a table. And if you look at the top here, it now has a table name, which you can also rename and call sales data. Press enter. So now, so that's your table. You can resize your table. That is to expand the range. So if you choose resize table option there, you can resize it to expand the range. You can also summarize the table with pivot table. Okay, so if you want to get information on how to summarize the pivot table, subscribe and check into my videos. You'll see pivot table and chart lecture training on that. Then if you want to convert this back to a range, this is the option you use. So let's, you can also analyze with slicer. But for now, let's do first. The first thing we want to do is that we want to place at the bottom of this data, we want to place a total row. Okay, we want to place a total row. So we just click within the table and select this option, this table design option. So at there you will select under this table style options, you select total row. So total row will place another row at the bottom where you can easily select the function you want to use to total the data, or you want to count the number of items you have. You want to count the number of items you have. Okay, so this is a total row. So using the pivot table, using the table option, you are able to quickly apply a total row. Now, another interesting thing about this is that let's say I want to create an additional, let me say maybe VAT, an additional column. So you see that the moment I type the column, it automatically expands the table. So let's say the VAT is 7.5% of the amount, and then the moment you hit the enter key, see what happens. It gives you all the calculation, because remember I said a table is a collection of related records. So they are no longer rows of data now, they are referred to as records. Okay, so each of them they interact with the table name or the field name. So the field name becomes an attribute, the records of data. So for instance, the formulas just simply said 7.5% of at amount. At amount is the field name. So once you provide the field name, everything becomes one, a single entity, and that is why we have that calculation running through all these rows or all the all the records rows of the data. Another thing is that we can also create a slicer from this. So you can go to table design and choose slicer. So I can slice by product, for instance, and then put my slicer here. Slicer is a way of filtering data but using graphical means. So you're clicking a button and you are filtering your data. So let's say I want to see Apple transaction alone. By the time I click the button, for banana I see, for beans you can see, including the total showing. For broccoli you can see, for carrots, for mango, and for orange. So you can see that that is properly given. You can clear your filter using this option and you return back to the beginning. You can also create filter for another. Maybe you want to create, so you go to the table design, you want to create filter for country, click OK. So you can place that somewhere below. This thing can also be dragged to form another shape, and you can play around with the way these things are displayed. Okay, but if you need more information about that, you can go to slicer settings and show item with no data, caption for product, and so on. Use custom list when sorting. So you have several options there. You can use the so you have the display header, you have the caption, you have visually indicate item with no data, show item with data last, and use custom list when sorting, descending or ascending. So you have some other settings there that you can always apply to this. Okay, so that is that about the slicer. So you can slice by country, products versus country. So what it means is that I can get Apple from Canada. Okay, so you can see that it becomes very easy to interact with our table just simply using slicer to even get to understand our table of data very well. So this is where I'm going to stop on working with tables. See you in another session, and bye for now.